open boxes of rough-on rats all around them. I dropped the glass and clutched my throat. The rats came alive and began chasing me. I started running back to my prison. The light faded and the tunnel lengthened, but I kept running. When I wake, my heart is pounding and my skin is alive with sweat. I have a terrible pain in my guts and hurry to the bucket which sits in my cell and serves as my privy. As the pain eases and my bowels finish, I will my heart to slow and I calm myself that I am well. I tell myself that I've just had a bad dream and this has scared me into the pain I feel in my guts. I tell myself I did not drink the milk, that there was no poison, there was none in the glass. I tell myself there never was none. Then I realise, though I am awake, the nightmare has not yet ended. For today is the day I might hang. Prisoner's Letters, passed by permission, from prisoner Louisa Collins, September 1888. To the Sheriff. Sir, permit me most respectfully to address you. I implore you to take notice to these few humble lines. My religion is Church of England. The Church of England minister visits me on occasions. The subject is not religion I wish to speak of. 'Tis about my late husband, Michael Peter Collins, was a Roman Catholic, and when he took ill I wanted to send for the priest. In fact, I begged of him to let me send for the priest. He said, "No, my love, I will neither see priest or parson. I only want you. I don't wish to see anybody." I could not in any way persuade him to see the priest while he was alive, so after his death I sent for the one at Randwick, as there are none living in Botany. The priest came in his buggy to my place. He had scarcely alighted when the 2 Botany police that was stationary on my house all that morning, I certainly thought they were friends, but later on I discovered that Doctors Marshall and Martin had ordered them to do so. When the priest was about come to my door, the police detained him for a considerable time talking to him. I wondered at the delay. I then sent someone to invite the priest in. He came in and read prayers over the dead body of my husband that was laying on the bed, spoke a few kind words to me, and then he left. What I want to find out is this: what was the police saying to the priest? And why delay him when I sent for him? The Sheriff. Sir, I beg of you to grant me permission to see the 2 Sisters of Mercy that visits this jail. I am sure they would only be too glad to take pity on me and see the priest in Randwick. I am sure it would throw some light on the subject of the death of my late husband Collins, which is shrouded in mystery at the present time. I asked Governor Reed's permission to see the sisters and have made several other requests of him since I have been in jail, and he refuses me. In fact, he most grossly insults me and speaks to me as though I was one void of feeling. I am only waiting trial, as you know. If he is the jailer over a few prisoners and captives, he as a man ought to know better how to speak to a woman in my sad position. To the Sheriff. Sir, I cannot write myself, but if you will grant permission to the authorities to allow me a prisoner woman, for I have some awful disclosures to make before my trials comes, of which will make things look very different to what they do at the present time. Praying that you may be pleased to grant my humble requests. Most humble and respectful, Louisa Collins. Chapter 1. Darlinghurst Jail, Sydney, 26th of November, 1888. I am lying in the dark in my cell, straining my ears to hear the sounds of the birds waking in the pre-dawn. I think about how they fly wherever they might wish, and how I cannot fly. Other times when I wake, I lie and think of how it is only here in prison that I am really free. I am not woken by a baby wanting to be put at my breast, or by a man needing me. I do not have to wash and clean and cook, although there are those in the jail who do. But I am not a convicted woman, and I have been busy attending my many trials, so I am not given these jobs to do every day, though I have attended to the needlework on occasion.